Welcome back to another Drunk Reviews. Rum reviews again. Might not do the whiskey reviews again for a while because I totally barfed like 15 minutes after we finished the last episode. Made the mistake of drinking whiskey and then eating more.
It didn't work out too good.
So, today, Robin Hood, the Ghost of Sherwood.
Fuck. Fuck. What in the fuck?
I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy.
Oh my god, I'm still processing. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Like, that was something fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Like, wow. How? Who made this and why?
If you've never heard of this movie, don't feel bad. You're among the 98% of the fucking population of Earth that have never heard of this fucking movie. It's got a 2 on IMDb.
You know how, like, Robin Hood's a good story and, like, you could pretty much turn any cruddy movie into a okay Robin Hood movie?
Yeah, it's a failsafe. Yeah. It's a failsafe.
Yeah, well, guess what? They figured out how to get around that and make it a totally shitty fucking movie. What the fuck? I just don't even know what to say.
I'm so glad you got to see this.
What the fuck? That's the only thing that I can think to say.
Did you ever wonder, you know what, the raw story of Robin Hood is great, but you know what it's missing? Zombies.
Yes!
This is the movie for you.
Zombies!
Zombie Robin Hood.
Do you know what would make Robin Hood better? Make him a fucking zombie. He's a motherfucking zombie. And he doesn't really do shit after he becomes a zombie. But he's a fucking zombie. Why? And the fucking Jason is Little John.
Kane Hodder is Little John in this movie.
Yeah. He doesn't show up till the zombie shit starts going down.
Because they can only afford Kane Hodder for 2 days. That's not a joke. That's not me being funny. They only could afford Kane Hodder for 2 days, and he only did this movie because he's friends with Tom Savini, and Tom Savini knew the director.
Well,
I'm not kidding. That's the only reason
They
Kane
blew all
Hodder
their
was
budget on the wonderful special effects.
Spoiler alert. Like anybody's gonna see this movie. So the plot of the film is Robin Hood.
If somebody makes you watch this movie, just remember that somebody's an asshole.
Here's the plot of the film. So Robin Hood does his Robin Hood shit, finds Maid Marian, they fuck.
But does he really? Because he's not really Robin Hood.
Not really.
Because he can't even shoot a fucking arrow.
No, he's like the worst shot ever.
His arrow just bounced off a tree. Like, how do you even do that?
I know, it's sharp metal. It should at least kind of stick. Even if you miss your target, it should stick into something.
Something.
But, so here's the plot.
Here's the plot.
Here's the general idea. Here's the general idea of the film. So, Robin Hood shit happens. Maid Marian gets him into the castle so they can rob him. On the way out, people die. Robin Hood almost dies himself on the way out. Is saved by a witch. The witch gives him a potion to save his other friends, but he has to hand over his soul in the process. But in doing that, everybody gets turned into zombies.
And this was an hour and 45 minutes into the movie. All that happened in a 15-minute span after you done watched an hour and a half of fucking filler at the beginning of the movie.
I don't know how this classifies as a movie. Like,
I don't know either. What?
I didn't order this. I bought this at Walmart last year during Black Friday for $1.99.
I think you paid too much.
They owe me $3.99.
I think you totally paid way too much. Because,
were you not entertained?
I was entertained, I guess, if you could call it that. it sure made for some fun commentary.
This is a movie I highly recommend. You get about 3 or 4 of your friends. You have a couple drinks. If you smoke a little, do that. And just this is a movie you do riff tracks with your friends.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, this movie's fucking terrible.
If you don't, you're gonna fucking want to blow your brains out.
When I get to the point where I get better editing equipment and I can do reviews where I can edit in clips of the films, I'm gonna edit in a conversation that happens in like about 20 minutes in between Robin and Maid Marian. It's 6 or 7 minutes of nothing. They say nothing for 7 minutes straight.
They established zero in the first 45 minutes of this movie. Zero. Zip. Nothing. You don't know nothing. You know their names. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else in this movie until the 45-minute mark. That's it. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The only saving grace of the movie is the girl that plays Maid Marian. It's kind of cute. Kind of.
She's pretty hot. I like that curly.
The guy that plays Robin is kind of cute. Yeah. My hair's prettier. I don't know. He had some pretty hair.
Yeah, he had some pretty.
He had some pretty hair.
Yeah, his hair was gorgeous. That's the only thing he had going for him because he totally wasn't any good at Robin Hooding.
No. The saving grace of this film really is the fact that Kane Hodder shows up in the third act as Little John. Out of nowhere, he just comes running in like, hey.
Hey, did everyone that I know just die? Well, I'm Little John, and I don't accept the fact that they all just died. Okay, Little John. What the fuck? Where were you the whole rest of the movie? I guess him and Tom Savini were hanging out getting drunk somewhere because he was in the movie about the same amount of time. about 10 minutes of screen time.
Special effects genius and what the fuck was his name in From Dusk Till Dawn? He had the greatest name ever. He had the greatest character in Dusk Till Dawn. If you haven't seen Dusk Till Dawn, the guy with the cot gun.
Yeah.
What was his name? Oh my god, alcohol kills brain cells. I can't remember what the fuck his name was.
I don't have my phone either. Right, I don't know.
I can't believe it.
We're tipping. I don't know. But he was the sheriff of Nottingham in this movie. And guess what? He sucked. He did zero.
Sex Machine. Why didn't I remember that?
Sex Machine. Yeah. Yeah, he was awesome in that. Not so much in this. No.
I don't know. I think he did the best with what he had.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed Tom Savini. He was overplaying that. He knew he could just do whatever he wanted. The director wasn't going to tell him to reel it in. I mean, he's Tom Savini. Yeah. The director is fucking nobody.
The whole cast was nobody except for Tom Savini.
And Kane Hodder.
Yeah. Like, you can't tell either one of those guys what to do.
For the non-horror fans, there are 4 non-horror watching people that watch, for the 2 of you that probably watch these videos, Kane Hodder is the most famous Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
In what I consider to be...
Jason 7?
Jason 7, well, he was Jason in Jason 7, 8, 9, and 10. So he played Jason more times than anybody. But in Jason 7, the New Blood, that's what I consider to be the best Jason Voorhees. It's not the best Friday the 13th movie. Part 4 is my favorite.
Yeah.
The final chapter. That's crazy. They call 4 is the final chapter, and they made 7 more fucking movies.
Yeah. I think they got number 14 in the works right now. So there's 10 more after that.
You know what? And I'm totally... There's so many fans shitting on... I'm totally on board with this new Friday the 13th movie. It's a found footage film about people who go to Camp Crystal Lake to film and see if there really is anything there. Yeah. And Jason Voorhees... I'm not... What else can you do with Jason Voorhees? We've put him in space. We've had him fight Freddy.
Yeah.
He fought a psychic in Jason 7, which, like I said, is the best portrayal of Jason Voorhees of all of the movies.
I just hope they don't mess it up like they did with Michael Myers.
Now, here,
Exhibit.
here's the way I feel. Oh, you mean
It's a,
Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes, yeah. Yeah, that wasn't really found footage, but it was like
A reality TV
reality show.
That was the worst Halloween film.
It really was.
People like to shit on Halloween
terrible.
3. I actually like Halloween 3. Seasons of the Witch with the different masks where there's no Michael Myers.
it has absolutely nothing to do with Michael Myers.
No. But it's still...
He's not in it at all. If you have not seen it, Michael Myers 1, Halloween 1 and 2, Michael Myers, continuation of a story. 1 and 2 runs together into one movie. 3, it's got like aliens and shit in it. It has absolutely nothing to do with Michael Myers.
It's got Colonel Cochran in it. I like Halloween 3. I
don't mind it. I think it's alright movie too.
I think it's one of the most underrated horror films of all time. Objectively, it's not a great movie, but it's a fun fucking movie to watch.
If it hadn't been called Halloween, it would have been a lot better of a movie. Well, they would have made it somewhere.
Mustafa Akkad, the guy that made the Halloween films, him and John Carpenter, but Mustafa Akkad actually wrote it. Their idea was to make it an anthology series from that point on, have each film be about something different, but they're all going to be in the same universe. But the fans went crazy, and Halloween 4, which of the original Michael Myers, aside from the Busta Rhymes one, Halloween 4 was the worst. Halloween 4 wasn't bad.
The ambulance guy was Michael Myers?
You're thinking of Friday the 13th Part 5. I love Friday the 13th Part 5.
Well, they all kind of blend together, but...
Friday the 13th Part 5 has one of the best choreographed fight scenes in any movie ever. When Tommy Jarvis is confronted by the dude on the motorcycle and he ninja fights and just beats the shit out of him. I mean, this dude knows Kung Fu. Because he's like fucking Steven Seagal on this dude and just beating the shit. This guy's 3 times his size and he beats the shit out of him.
Heck yeah.
But,
I don't know. Those were all much better movies than Robin Hood, Knights of the Round Forest.
Ghost of Sherwood. There's a glare there, but Ghost of Sherwood. So people don't think that we're making this up. This is a real movie. This is a movie. Somebody, in order to make
I think they spent more on the budget on the fucking case. It's like shiny when you move it. It's like different colors. They spent more on the budget for the case than they did on the budget for the movie.
Look, there's a picture on the back of him holding a bow and arrow. Picture on the front. It's the same picture, but mirror image. See, look. It's the same picture. Oh my god.
That just goes to show you what you're getting into there.
Phase 4 films. And Phase 4 films has made some okay horror films. I think. Remember that Charlie's Farm movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made that.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
And that was that Scottish horror film. It was really fucking good. It was one of the most uncomfortably violent films you'll ever...
was...
Oh no, that was the Redwood Farm Massacre. It was the...
with the guy with the burlap.
Yeah, that was Redwood Farm Massacre. That was an uncomfortable film to watch.
Yeah, that one was
I liked
brutal.
that. That was
yeah.
When the murders, I'm a guy I'm sadistic as fuck. I want the murders in my horror films to be as violent as shit, and that movie was like, That's because he was like slowly like digging their insides out while they were still alive. That was good shit.
Torture porn. Yeah.
Rum and Diet Faygo. Surprisingly, a pretty good combination.
Yeah. It goes really good together.
Actually, it does.
Rum and anything is good, but...
You ever had rum and Kool-Aid?
No.
It's pretty good. I had pink lemonade Kool-Aid and rum is really good. It's one of those things you don't realize you're drunk until you go to stand up to go pee, and then you're like...
Was that... What would you call that? A ghetto margarita?
Trailer Park Margarita. That's the new name for that. The Trailer Park Margarita, rum and pink lemonade Kool-Aid. But no, it has to be the store brand. It has to be like Kroger brand or Walmart brand.
Mm-hmm.
And the rum you cannot use Captain Morgan. It has to be Lady Bly.
No Bacardi, no top shelf. You better look down when you're looking for your rum.
$13 for a gallon. I'm in.
Me too.
Okay, Robin Hood Ghost of Don't you love, at the end of the movie they say the name of the movie, The Ghost of Sherwood.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad you got to see this. I wanted to show this to somebody for so long, and I'm so happy right now.
I'm still blown away by it. Like, wow. It's just so it's such a fucking terrible movie. But like it's so bad. The whole entire time you're like, wow, this is pretty shitty. Like, this kind of sucks.
This can't get any worse.
Like, what? How could they top this? This is terrible. And then I called it. Like the guy starts going, rah. Like, that's a fucking sounds like a zombie. It's a fucking zombie. They're all zombies.
He's not kidding. I looked at him. I was like, that's exactly what's about to fucking happen. And he was like, what?
Why is the guy gurgling like a zombie? Like, yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. Like, no, it's not.
And it did.
He told me that there was just a turning point in the movie. He wasn't lying. It totally turned into a zombie movie. How in the fuck? It was already terrible enough.
But you have to admit something. You have to admit something. In the last half hour of this film, were you bored?
Not at all. It sure wasn't. Not one bit. I am so glad that Kane Hodder came to fight the zombies at least.
Kane Hodder! The best part! He's like, I used to be an unattractive man. Okay. I can get how a woman finds Kane Hodder sexy because he, like I was saying to him, he is the kind of guy that would fight a fucking bear.
Oh, yeah.
But an attractive man he is not. Now, and I'm not one of those haters. I'm a heterosexual man. Chris Hemsworth is a sexy man. Edge is a sexy man. Kane Hodder's not a sexy man. And he's like, I used to be unattractive. It's like, holy shit, what the fuck did you look like?
There's a reason that he was wearing a Jason mask. His fucking face got hit with a shovel.
Somebody set it on fire and put it out with an axe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, your face is on fire.
He's definitely not an attractive man. But he was very confident about it. Like, I'm a pretty attractive fella. Somebody lied to you, Kane Hodder. Don't tell him, though, because he'll probably come and fuck kill us.
Oh my god. I know people that have met Kane Hodder, and they say he's a weird guy. He's kind of a germaphobe. He wears gloves and shit. But apparently he's actually a really nice, soft-spoken dude.
I got machetes and shit laying around here. There's lots of weapons he could fucking murder us with. Oh, no.
Look, there's one right there.
Yeah. It's shiny.
Oh, yeah, well, I have a phone.
You better call somebody. I have
somebody call my mama. I'm about to whoop everybody.
I have blue balls.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
It's pretty hefty.
It's an 8-pound. What is this, a medicine ball? It is.
Yeah.
This is a fitness ball. I guarantee you don't use this.
No, it's not mine. I just found it.
It's only 8 pounds.
Exercise with that.
It's funny.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
It's only 8 pounds, but it feels heavier than a 10-pound weight.
It's pretty heavy, isn't it?
It feels like
the way you gotta hold on to it. It's
to hold it like
this. You can do some good exercises with that.
Oh, I do. There's a workout I do on P90X3. It's called CVX, and the whole thing is holding a weight in your hand the whole time. Like you hold it in the air and do you go into crescent pose in chair, or you do press jacks. But I hold like a 10 or 12-pound weight. But this would be more awkward. This would actually be more difficult, even though it's a lesser weight.
Dalton's going out for shot put in the spring, so
that takes some skill.
He got that for Christmas, so
he balls back.
Practice. So he could practice his shot putting muscles.
That's something I have no ability to do, so I respect that.
Yeah, his coach actually came to him. His football coach came to him and said, "Hey, you want to do shot put?" They could go to the Olympics, so. I mean, if he's any good at it, he hasn't done it yet. So
my friend Katie, my buddy Danny, my friend of mine that 15 years ago passed away. His sister Katie was an alternate for the Olympics at one point.
oh
Yeah, I went to this fair in God, where was it? Green Township in here in Cincinnati, where everybody knows where Johnny's Toy Store was. You remember Johnny's Toy Store?
Yeah, they used to send me the key every year for my birthday.
That big school and the big plaza next to it, there was this big to-do there, and I went and there was a gymnastics competition. I didn't know it, and some girl just jumped on my back. I'm like, what the fuck? And I turned around, and it's Katie. Katie, if you watch these videos, which I hope you do, love you to death, give me a call. And I'm like, oh shit, it's Katie. And she's like, here, I want to introduce you to my friends. And it was J.C. Phelps and I'm drunk. I can't remember the other girl's name. Those girls actually went to the Olympics from Cincinnati.
Oh, shit, that's awesome.
She was an alternate for if one of them had something happen, she would have taken their place. But they were really nice girls, and yeah. But I have some sports skills. Like I have I'm very good at racquetball. Which that doesn't sound like a lot, but really, if you get in and play racquetball, it's a hard sport.
Racquetball sucks. It's hard.
I'm very good. It's like one of those sports I'm just good at. Like I suck at baseball and football, but I'm actually not bad at basketball. Yeah, I've been watching basketball lately. I've been watching Cleveland Cavs a lot. I've been watching the Columbus Blue Jackets too in hockey, and I decided to watch the whole game last night, and I got their asses stomped by the Senators.
Heck yeah,
bastards.
All right, up on sports.
I used to be a kind of a football fan, but Facebook killed football for me.
Yeah,
oh my God, he's got a gun!
This is what I think you fucking showing me Robin Hood fucking bullshit ass.
Thank God I'm wearing boots.
Yeah. Fucking shoot your foot off. That's like equal trade. Your friend shows you Robin Hood, fucking shoot him in the foot. Like there, now we're even.
So in the end of the movie, the whole entire like band of merry men is all zombies except for Little John and Maid Marian. And Little John becomes the sheriff of Nottingham?
Yeah. For some reason.
Why? What? I don't know.
And he rapes a witch and makes her his sex slave. I don't know. It was they played the sequel to the movie.
The sequel was the end credits scene. They were gonna make a sequel and then found out they didn't have the budget to do it, so they made the sequel in the.
Well, they spent their whole budget on the sequel. And it was only enough to make like 5 minutes of movies, so they just played it after the credits. Seriously, like, it showed written by and all this stuff. The credits were rolling and they're like, just kidding, here's the sequel.
It said written and directed by, and you're like, not only did somebody write this film, somebody actually directed this movie.
Yeah, I think that guy just was like, he was in jail. And he was phoning it in, like directing them over the phone, and then he kept running out of minutes, so he would have to hang up, go to the back of the line, and wait his turn again. And they just kept filming the whole time, waiting for him to call back. And that's how they got this movie together.
Now, anybody that knows anything about the filmmaking process, you have to present it to a distributor. This not only passed like somebody making the film, then somebody financed it, then somebody distributed
it. Obviously, they did this all on terms of a false presentation of what the movie would be. They're like, oh, Robin Hood? Yeah. What do you want for your budget? 20,000? Yeah. Go ahead and shoot it. It's Robin Hood. 20 grand? No problem. There's no way the budget was more than 20 grand.
If it was 20 grand, holy shit, what the fuck did they spend it on? The outfits?
Yeah, those fucking red and yellow jumpers that those guys are wearing, they were probably expensive. I'm sure horse rental is not cheap.
No, there was a lot of horses in this movie.
Yeah, that's where the budget went. It was horse rental. Because they didn't have anything left for special effects or story writing or anything.
I've mentioned on here before that I'm writing a film in hopes to getting it made. I had the idea, I was watching American Pickers, and I'm like, what if somebody made a comedy film based on American Pickers and showed everything that could go wrong with that show, and then it turns into a horror film? And I'm writing that movie. If somebody can get this fucking made, and I can't get my movie made, there is no America.
Well,
the American dream doesn't exist.
See, that's the key to it. You don't have to have a good movie. You just have to have a good pitch.
I'm a good pitchman.
Well, there you go. You got a movie.
I'm a good bullshitter.
Well, fucking strap on your boots and fucking jump in there. All right.
Boots. I know you women like the boots.
Time for some bullshit.
Bet you can't do that. Hold your foot up next to your face. I can almost put it behind my head.
Hey, look, I can put my foot up here. There you go. It's close to my face. Special effects.
I did a mixed
look,
martial...
I can do it.
I did a mixed martial arts routine this morning, so...
Anyway. I rolled out of bed and...
Went to a movie.
Went to the movies. That was my fucking training for today.
For anybody that doesn't watch these, which is almost everybody, we watched Downsizing earlier today. And go watch that video, because I think that's one of the best videos we've ever done.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I will say this, I had fun during that movie. I don't think objectively it was a good film, but I had fun watching it.
Yeah.
Matt Damon was good.
It was a lot more fun than this movie was. That's for sure. The only fun I had in this movie was making fun of this movie. That was it.
And Mae Marian was kind of hot.
Well, yeah, she was hot.
And Robin Hood was kind of hot too.
Except when she turned into the brown-haired girl.
No, then she wasn't. That girl couldn't act for shit.
And that made zero sense to me.
Well, it's because she took that potion.
I know, but...
It's basically Polyjuice Potion from Harry Potter. It's Polyjuice Potion. They don't say it, but it's fucking Polyjuice Potion.
Yeah, but she took the potion. She went to the castle where she's never met her cousin.
Yeah, that part I didn't understand either.
And then she went in there. She's like, hey, yo, cousin, I'm here. Nobody's going to rob you. It's cool. What's that outside? And then he goes outside and comes back in, and she's tied up like, oh, shit, you got robbed. And then she leaves, and then she never goes back. She's just hiding out in the woods forever. So why the hell did she need to take the potion for? Like, no, she didn't go back. Like, she's just in the woods. Why is she the fucking different girl when she went in there?
Well, here's the problem that you have. You're assuming the writers of this film were competent.
I guess that's what I get for assuming.
After all the movies we've seen together, you expect the writing team to have competency? Come on.
I don't know. I'm used to watching blockbusters that are made by like the fucking Sharknado people. Like,
I have to say this movie's more entertaining than Roman J. Israel Esquire.
Yeah,
it was better than Free Fire.
Yeah,
it was more entertaining than The Mummy.
No, I'll give it that. They spent a lot more money on The Mummy, and it was just as bad.
I would rather rewatch this than Transformers Last Night.
Well,
which I haven't bought that movie yet.
I wouldn't. Why would you?
Because it was fucking horrible. Except for Anthony Hopkins. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins calling somebody a bitch.
You can't beat that.
Now, the next movie we're going to watch, and if we're sober enough, which we won't be, to do a review, Sesame Street presents Follow That Bird.
Follow That Bird!
This is one of my favorite movies ever. I love this movie. I actually remember seeing this in the theaters when I was 5 years old. I remember. I don't have a lot of memories, but I remember going out of the theater during the credits while Oscar the Grouch was talking, and I remember being a little kid and begging my parents to stay for the credits.
Yeah.
And that's began my obsession with staying for end credit scenes because Oscar was still talking.
That was fucking 1985.
85. That is true.
1985. Do you know how long ago that was? That's a fucking long ass time.
32 years ago.
Jeez.
Almost 33. Because in a couple days it's 2018.
Couple days. Fuck that.
Okay, now I've often talked about my piece of shit dad has since shuffled loose this mortal coil, which is Shakespearean for he died.
It's an uppity way of saying he dead. He dead.
Hey, come on. Shuffled loose this mortal coil is so much more poetic. But him and my older sister Tracy, like, I used to make them read me the story to bed every night when I was like 5 and 6 years old, and they hid the book, and I found it.
Was that how you learned to read?
No, I actually learned to read by reading newspapers. I was 4 years old, and I was reading the newspaper out loud, and my dad, that's when they initially put me in, like, gifted kids programs, because I could read the newspaper at 4 years old. I taught myself how to read.
That's awesome. I guess you gotta have some smarts at something.
Look where it got me.
I know, right? He's sitting on a loser couch with there's still no picture in that frame.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a picture to put in that frame. The next time we do a drunk review, well, if we don't do one for Follow That Bird, the next time I'm here, I will have a picture for that, and I will try to get a picture of the Robin Hood.
Oh, that would be so... I would totally put that on my wall.
No, my friend Chris, I actually...
If you can find a picture of Robin Hood after he turned into a zombie, oh my god, I would fucking frame that in a heartbeat.
Well, I recently, because my friend Krista heavily recommended I play Dragon Age Origins. And we had some credits at GameStop, and it's super cheap, so I bought it.
Yeah, it's been out for fucking years.
And I've heard it's a great game. Like, the original Dragon Age, I wanted to play, I tried to play and couldn't get into. But then,
I remember playing that
and it wasn't that great.
360 when it first came out, and that was like 2009.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get into it because it was too much reading. Like, you had to interact with everything and read 45 options.
That was my problem with Mass Effect, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was too much reading to... It takes you out of the game when there's an over amount of reading, which...
It does.
In modern games. Like, older games, like...
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII.
Or Final Fantasy 1, even.
Yeah. Like, those games are great, but that was older consoles. The people couldn't talk, so you had to read everything. I expect my modern games to talk to me. Do not make me read the fucking words on the screen, because I know that fucking machine can talk. Do not do that. Your game will suck to me.
But my friend Krista, who's wrote, I've advertised her books, Truth About Heroes. Go buy that. It's on Amazon. Great books. She recommended I play it. Well, I went to the GameStop, and it's only like $7 used now. So I was like, well, fuck, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
And I picked it up. The only copy they had, no case. So she's designing me a cover to the case. So Krista,
that's cool.
If you're watching this, design us a poster. I'll have it printed out, and it'll be behind us.
Yeah, we'll put it on the wall.
And your artwork will be displayed.
If not, it'll be Planet of the Apes. Because I totally still have one of those posters.
Oh, dude, did you see in my other reviews, the Planet of the Apes posters in the background?
Yeah, I have one.
War for the Planet of the Apes. Here soon, after we watch a couple more movies, it'll probably be February or March. We're going to do our best of 2017 film review.
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes will be in my top 10 films of the year.
We have to make a list of all the movies that we've seen this year, because I have terrible, terrible memory.
I do
and
too.
I cannot remember. Like, I was, after we did our earlier review, and I was scrolling through the list, there was a ton of movies that I forgot that we even saw.
I did
like,
too.
oh my god, we saw that. We saw, like, spectacular movies as recent as Thor. Like, I forgot that we even saw Thor. What the fuck? That was like last month or something.
Yeah, it was only 2 months ago.
Remember that?
You know, we should do another thing of like movies we like that no one else did, and the number one would be Pirates 5.
Yeah.
No one else liked that movie but us.
Nobody liked that. That was a good
really
movie.
liked that movie. I've watched it a few times.
The Logan Lucky would be on that list.
Logan Lucky is my second favorite film of the year.
Yeah, that was an excellent movie. But no, if you said, "Hey, how'd you like Logan Lucky?"
Most people are like,
huh? Yeah, Logan. Wolverine's cool. No, Logan Lucky. He's lucky that he doesn't have claws coming out of his hands. He's a redneck. He's way more fun.
Logan Lucky had some of my favorite performances of the year. I loved that movie from beginning to end.
Yeah.
They called it Ocean's 7-Eleven. They even mentioned that in the movie. And when we bought it and watched it again, I liked it even more. So Logan Lucky, compared to last year's films, is my From Hell or High Water. Because I said that was objectively the best movie made last year, but my favorite movie last year was Deadpool.
Yeah.
This year,
it's hard to beat Deadpool.
This year, I think objectively the best movie was Logan Lucky, but my favorite movie was Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Yeah. I have watched Guardians 2, I'm not kidding, 10 times. I watched it every day for like a week because just the ending when he's like, you know, he may have been your daddy, but he may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy.
Yeah.
I'm damn glad to have been your daddy, boys.
That shit was fucking...
Tears.
I'm fucking gonna die now.
I had a pretty good dad. There is talk that Michael Rooker might be nominated for a Best Supporting Actor. And, you know, I don't even care if he wins. If he doesn't win, that's fine, but nominate him. Because Michael Rooker was fantastic. In a superhero movie,
that's unheard of.
It is. Well, we ran it down half the power of the... Ah!
We'll make it quarter power in a second.
Alright, we're gonna watch a movie made for children in 1985.
Fuck yeah, because we're still our children in 1985.
Here's the thing, I
don't want to grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. It's Toys R Us is I want to play with. Blah, 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 blah. Even if I did, I would
video games. It's the greatest toy store there is.
Cause I don't want to grow up. Cause even if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid.